Hey everyone, imagine waking up, grabbing your coffee and realizing the internet called in sick. Snapchat gone, Fortnite offline, Venmo frozen, even Amazon itself down for the count. That's what happened when Amazon Web Services, AWS, went dark, taking a massive chunk of the internet with it. So what happened? How does one company's hiccup cost billions in minutes? Let's break down the chaos and the real cost to Amazon. It all started just after midnight Pacific time. AWS began reporting increased error rates and latencies. Translation: websites were choking. By 2 a.m., engineers said they found a potential root cause. By 3:30, they applied fixes. But by 8 a.m., right as the West Coast logged on, the outage spiked again. Over 2,000 companies were hit. Social networks, banks, airlines, phone carriers, even PlayStation and YouTube were limping. Down Detector logged over 9.8 million outage reports worldwide, including 2.7 million from the US alone. That's not just annoying, that's economically brutal. See, AWS isn't just some server farm, it's the backbone of the modern internet. When you use Netflix, Zoom, Venmo, or Reddit, AWS is probably running behind the scenes. So when AWS crashes, it's like the world's digital power grid going offline. This outage traced back to a small subsystem that monitors Amazon's network load balancers, basically the system that keeps internet traffic flowing smoothly. Earlier that morning, AWS thought it was DNS issue. That's what turns website names like cnet.com into machine IPs. When DNS fails, your computer can't find anything, and since AWS powers so much of the web, that small DNS problem became a global one. Now here's where it really hurts. Every hour AWS is down, Amazon loses around $72 million. That's right, $72 million. So with the outage lasting about 3.5 hours, you're looking at roughly $250 million lost. Of course, it was much longer than that. Revenue, refunds, downtime, and that's before you even count the ripple effect on the thousands of companies that rely on AWS. AWS makes up more than 60% of the Amazon's total operating profit. So when AWS sneezes, Amazon stock catches a cold. And this isn't the first time. We've seen the same thing with Fastly, Cloudflare, CrowdStrike, even Google Cloud. The pattern's clear. We've built the internet on a handful of mega infrastructures. A few companies hold the keys to almost everything online. When it works, it's seamless. When it fails, the entire digital economy slams to a halt. As one analyst put it, we put all our eggs in a few very shiny baskets. The lesson here is resilience. Experts say companies need to spread their apps and data across multiple regions and providers, but most still depend on one single region. US East 1 in Virginia, and when that goes down, the blast radius is enormous. There's no sign this outage was caused by hackers, but when systems like this collapse, bad actors start sniffing around. So it's not just a technical issue, it's a cybersecurity risk, an economic risk, and a trust problem rolled into one. So next time you can't load Reddit, can't pay your friend on Venmo, or your favorite game won't launch, it might not be your Wi-Fi. It might be AWS having a bad day. And when AWS has a bad day, the entire internet feels it. What do you think? Should companies start diversifying their cloud dependence? Or are we stuck in the age of one cloud to rule them all? Drop your thoughts below. And if you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech shaping our world.